I just want to chip in a wee bit on the dollarization thing. So I just want to point here at digital music and digital video, where those things went from being pre-digitization to post-digitization. In the middle of that, you got a huge explosion of new creators, consolidated on a relatively small number of enormous platforms. So if you think of this as just like USDC, USDT export the dollar globally, dollar is one half of the equation. Then the question is, what do you buy with your dollars? Well, when Amazon can accept USDT in Nigeria for shoe orders, you kind of get one branch of it. The other branch of it is I've got a bunch of USDT in Nigeria, Mexico, Guatemala, and I'm able to buy into US startups using those coins. If you think of the sort of exact parallels between like everybody in the world is listening to their music on YouTube, everybody in the world is using New York Stock Exchange's tokenization service to get into US startup economies. We've seen this kind of digitization wave before. We kind of know a little bit about how it goes, sort of like that. And I mean, this sounds kind of weird and dumb, but if you think of like the EVM as being kind of sort of like MP3s for financial instruments, there's the format for representing a financial instrument globally, and then you go through and you digitize all the financial instruments. We did exactly this with music, we did exactly this with movies, and then that resulted in things like social media. Digitization as a phenomena, we've seen it in so many different areas over and over and over again. I would expect digitization of financial instruments to have a very, very similar long-term trajectory.